Hello students, welcome to the online classes of Upper Public School. This is your social science teacher. My dear students, how are you all? I hope all are fine, all are healthy at your home. Dear students, yesterday I said you that I will meet you in the next class with a new chapter. So today I am here with a new chapter from geography part. Okay children, today which lesson I am going to explain, that is belong to geography part. So in geography first chapter, the earth in the solar system, we have studied about planets, stars, asteroids, meteoroids, what is universe, what is galaxy. These are all things already we have studied in the previous chapter. So today I am going to explain the second chapter of geography part. So that is globe, latitudes, and longitudes. What is the children? Globe, latitudes and longitudes. Today I am going to explain you this chapter. My dear students, about globe, already you have studied in 5th standard, already you have studied in 4th standard. So I think that you have already idea about the globe, latitudes and longitudes. So this year also this chapter is there. That's why we are going to study about the globe. So before starting the explanation of this chapter, what are the points I am going to discuss today in this class? So first we are going to discuss about globe. What is globe? And then we are going to discuss about axis. What is axis? And we are going to discuss about equator. We are going to discuss about equator. What is equator? And we are going to discuss about latitudes. What is it, children? We are going to discuss about latitudes, and also we are going to discuss about longitudes. And also we are going to discuss about the 3 heat zones and parallels of latitude. These are the points we are going to discuss in today's class. Globe, axis, equator, latitudes, longitudes, 3 heat zones, parallels of latitudes. So let us start our explanation. So first we are going to discuss about globe. So what is globe? Can anybody tell me children? Because already I said you that in the previous class already I have studied about globe. So what is globe? Globe is the true model of the earth. What is it, children? Globe is called, it's a true model. It's a true model of the earth. But it's children, globe is called true model of the earth, and it is the miniature of the earth. Got it, children? It is the miniature form of the earth. Okay. So this is globe. What is globe? It is a true model of the earth. It is the miniature form of the earth. because we cannot see the whole earth. So for that reason we made globe. What is done? We made globe by referring this, by following this globe we can study about the whole earth. We can study about the places, we can study about the continents, we can study about the mountains, hills, oceans. So it is the true model of the earth and it is the miniature form of the earth. My dear students, have you seen the globe? Yes. Most of the students, you have seen globe, how it looks, and most of you, I think you have the globe in your home. So no problem. In my lesson, in today's lesson, I am going to show you the globe. My dear students, this is called globe. So this is the true model of the earth. What is it, children? This is the true model of the earth, you can say, or you can say it is a miniature form of the earth. What is, children? Globe is called miniature form of the earth and it is the true model of the earth. So what are there on this globe? We can see the continents, the countries, oceans, etc. Later I will explain you about this globe. Got it? So before explaining about the globe, let us see the advantages and disadvantages of the globe. What is, children? Now we are going to discuss about the advantages of globe. Advantages of globe. Advantages means what are the benefits of the globe? Let us see. Correctly represents the shape of the earth. First one, what is it, children? First one, advantages. It correctly represents you can write, but don't write in your classwork, children, whatever the points we are writing here. Don't write in classwork. Before also I said you that. It correctly represents the shape of the earth. It correctly represents the shape of the earth. So already I said you that the whole earth we cannot see. It's not possible also. That's why the human beings made globe. So it correctly represents the shape of the earth. Got it, children? This is the first advantage. Second one, it shows the north and south pole exactly. It shows north pole and south pole exactly. What is, children? If you want to come to know which is called south pole, which is called north pole, if you want to know about this, then you have to study the globe. The globe will tell you, the globe will give the information about north pole and south pole exactly, accurately. So this is the second, this is the second advantage of the globe. And next, it shows the correct size of the continents. It shows correct size. What is it, children? It shows the correct size of the continents and oceans. Correct size of the continents and oceans. Okay. So these are the advantages of globe. So which are those? It correctly represents the shape of the earth. And second one, it shows north pole and south pole. And third one, it shows correct size of the continents. If you know very well that there are 7 continents in the world. Which are those? Already you know that. So if you want to come to know about the size of a continent, if you want to know the size of any ocean, then you should study the globe. The globe will help you to know the size of the any continent or any ocean. So these are the advantages of the globe. And my dear students, globe has some disadvantages also. What is it, children? The globe has disadvantages also. So now we are going to study about the disadvantages of globe. So what are those disadvantages? Write the headline. Disadvantages of globe. Everything will be having advantages and disadvantages. So like that, even the globe also has advantages and disadvantages. So already we have discussed about advantages. Now we are going to discuss about disadvantages. So what are these? It is inconvenient to carry. It is inconvenient to carry from one place to another. From one place to another. This is the first disadvantage. Got it, children? What is that? It is inconvenient to carry from one place to another place. So I will show you that. You can see the size of this globe. Are you watching, children? This is, it's very big. If you want to take this globe from one place to another place, it is inconvenient. Got it, children? And one more thing I want to tell you that nowadays the small size balloon, the globe which are made by the balloons, that also available. And nowadays the pocket globe also available. But overall, the first disadvantage is it is inconvenient to carry from one place to another place. You can see the size of this globe. So if you want to take it to another place, little bit it will become problem. It's inconvenient. So that is the first disadvantage. And second one is only a part of the globe is seen at a time. Second one, only one part of the globe. What is that, children? Only one part of the globe is seen. Globe is seen at a time. At a time. This is also the second disadvantage. Only one part of the globe is seen at a time. I will show you that. See, children. Now I am showing you this globe. So only one part of the globe is visible to you. The back part is not visible to you. The back part is not visible to you. You cannot see. If you rotate this from west to east, then you can see the globe. But when you see this globe, the front part, one part of the globe will be visible and another part will be not visible. This is the disadvantage. Second advantage it is disadvantage it is only one part of the globe will be seen at a time. It doesn't help in specific information. It doesn't help in specific information. This is also third disadvantage. What is that? It does not help in specific information. Example, direction of a place cannot be given through a place. So the space information we are not getting through the globe. So these are the disadvantages of globe. It is inconvenient to carry from one place to another. Only one part of the globe is seen. Another part cannot seen at a time. It doesn't help in specific information. If you want to get the specific information, the distance between the two places, the exact information you cannot get from the globe. So these are the disadvantages of the globe. Got it, children? Okay. Now we are going to discuss about the axis. So what is called axis? My dear children, you can see here this globe. This is called axis. This is called axis, and also it is called, the needle, and also it is called needle. You have noticed that a needle is fixed. A needle is, this is, needle. A needle is fixed through the globe in tilted manner, and this is, tilted. This is not straight. This is not straight. You can see here, this is tilted. How much it's tilted? 23.5 degree. The axis is tilted. Got it, children? That you have to keep in your mind. You can see here this globe. This is called axis. Actually, this is needle. We say that this needle is called axis, and it is not straight. It's not straight. This is tilted. This is tilted. How much? 23.5 degree. 23.5 degree. This axis is tilted, and this needle passes from the two poles. They are North Pole and South Pole. This is called North Pole. This is called North Pole, and this is called South Pole. That you keep in your mind, children. This needle, this axis passes from the two poles. So which are those two poles? North Pole and South Pole. You can see here. This is axis, and it is passing from the two poles. Which are those poles? North Pole and South Pole. Got it, children? This is axis. And always the earth moves from west to east. Got it, children? You can see here, always the earth moves from west to east. From west to east, not east to west. The earth is always moving. You can see here, from west to east. That you have to keep in your mind. So now you have the idea of North Pole and South Pole. This is called North Pole, and this is called South Pole. Axis passes through the two poles. Which are those? North Pole and South Pole. Got it, children? This is about, the axis. And also it's called needle, but actually it's not a needle. This needle is called axis, and it is little bit tilted. It's little bit, tilted. You can see here in the picture. It's little bit, tilted. So that's why. How much is tilted? 23.5 degree. What is, children? 23.5 degree. So that is called axis. And what is the shape of the earth? Already I said you already. The shape of the earth is geoid, not circle. The shape of the earth is geoid. Got it, children? Okay. So now we are going to study about equator. Now we are going to study about equator. So what is equator? It is an imaginary line. What is it, children? It is an imaginary line which divides the globe into two parts. That is called equator. What is it, children? Equator means it's an imaginary line running on the globe, divides into two equal parts. That is called equator. Equator divides the globe into two parts. Example, I will tell you that. Imagine that this is a globe, and this is called, this is called equator. Imagine that this is a globe, and this is called equator. This is called equator. The center imaginary line. The center imaginary line is called equator. And if you go towards this direction, this is North Pole. This is North Pole. If you go towards this direction, this is South Pole. Got it, children? This is called South Pole. So the equator is dividing the globe into two parts. One is North Pole and one more is South Pole. And this north part is called Northern Hemisphere. What is that, children? This part is called Northern Hemisphere. Northern Hemisphere. And this part is called Southern Hemisphere. What is it, children? This part is called Southern Hemisphere. Got it? So this is called, equator. Equator divides the globe into two parts, North Pole and South Pole. This part is called North Pole and this part is called South Pole. And this North Pole direction, this hemisphere is called Northern Hemisphere and this is called Southern Hemisphere. Got it, children? The globe is divided into two parts. One is Northern Hemisphere and another one is Southern Hemisphere. I will show you that. See, children, this is a globe. This is a globe and this is our axis which is passing through the two poles, North Pole and South Pole. Got it, children? This is called North Pole and this is called South Pole. The equator is here. The equator is exactly in the center. This is imaginary line. Equator is imaginary line. It is in the center of the globe. It divides the globe. You can see here. So this is North Pole, or you can say that Northern Hemisphere, and this is called Southern Hemisphere. And exactly in the center, equator will be there. Exactly in the center, equator will be there. And the value of equator is 0 degree. What is it? The value of equator is 0 degree. So equator is dividing the globe into two parts. One is Northern Hemisphere and another one is Southern Hemisphere. Is it clear, children? So now we have studied about what? Equator. So is it clear, children? And one more thing I want to tell you that this axis, equator, latitudes, longitudes, practically they are not there. You are thinking that, sir, where is axis? Practically, can you show me? Sir, where are latitudes? Where are longitudes? No. There are no any latitudes. There are no any longitudes. But practically they are not available. But to study about the particular oceans, to study about the places, to study about the globe, to study about the earth, we human beings created all these, example I will tell you. Axis, equator, latitudes and longitudes. Practically they are not present. Practically they are not present for our convenience, to study about the earth. We people, human beings created all these imaginary lines. So before only I said you that these are all imaginary lines. Just you have to imagine. Got it, children? See, once again I am going to explain you that. Imagine that this is a globe. Globe is not in circle. It is slightly flattened. It's slightly flattened. Here I cannot show you properly. And the earth shape is already, I said you that geoid. And this line is called, what is that, children? Just now I said you, this line is called equator. One more time I am telling you, because this is the basic things. and equator is dividing the globe into two parts. Northern hemisphere. What is it, children? This part is called, this region is called northern hemisphere, and this is called southern hemisphere. Southern hemisphere, and this is west, and this is east. And always earth is moving from west to east. See, children, always the earth is moving from west to east, not east to west. That you have to keep in your mind, children. Always the earth is moving from west to east. And this side, imagine that this side sun is there, and this side sun is there, imagine like that. And when the earth moves from west to east, when the earth moves from west to east, imagine that this is sun, and when sun rises, and this side, the east direction will be there. So that's why sun rises always in the east direction. That you have to keep in your mind. What is that? This part is called northern hemisphere, and this is called southern hemisphere, and this is west and this is east. The earth is always rotating from west to east, not east to west. That you have to keep in your mind. Is it clear, children? And now I am going to explain you about the four important parallels of latitudes. Now we are going to study about the four important parallels of latitude. See, children, there are many latitudes, but we consider, only four are very important. So which are those? Which are those? Let me write. Tropic of Cancer. Tropic of Cancer. Tropic of Capricorn. Tropic of Capricorn. And next, third one, Antarctic Circle. Antarctic Circle. And fourth one is Arctic Circle. Arctic Circle. So these are called the four important parallels of latitudes. Which are those, children? The first one is Tropic of Cancer. Second one is Tropic of Capricorn. Third one is Antarctic Circle, and fourth one is Arctic Circle. These are called the important parallels of latitudes. Got it, children? So now I am going to show you a chart. You can see here. This is a globe, and this is called equator. And I said you that there are four important parallels of latitudes. This is Tropic of Cancer, and this is Tropic of Capricorn, and this is Antarctic Circle, and this one is Arctic Circle. So tomorrow I will explain you detail about these all four parallels of latitudes. And my dear students, whatever I have explained today, I hope everyone has understood. And in FCC, we are going to discuss about this chapter, globe, latitudes and longitudes. So I will meet you tomorrow, and I will continue this chapter. Till that time, take care of your health, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.